There are miles behind me, this I know. A life long lived, yet not lived well. Yet I only know what I feel now. What's seen each dawn, my truth to tell. I see the sunrise, the deer, the fawn, the hush of grass, the gold and silver dawn. So do not mourn the road I've tread, for I am here with you instead. I am here with you instead. This life is now the path I tread, for however long I do not know. Here time moves soft and sunset slow. I find it hard to trust this, I know, but do not take my shrug too hard. Time is the river that twists and flows, and time for all runs quick and hard. So if I may never meet you there, please know that all your steps and care, they matter more than you can know, and shall be part of me when I go. I am here with you instead. This life is now the path I tread, for however long I do not know. Here time moves soft and sunset slow. Are there miles ahead? I do not know. Yet still my story will be told, of a life well lived in green and gold, of gentle days and fields to roam. What I see before me is no dream, for now I know what love can mean. So do not mourn the road I've tread, for I am here with you instead. I am here with you instead.
What a beautiful song. Good morning and hi to hello, everybody. Lester and Jamie here, coming to you live from the JL Ranch.
Good morning.
Well, we got a lot of babies running around. Lots and lots and lots of healthy babies. We're so blessed for that. And we're also blessed to have you all jump on here and join us.
For coffee, which I cheated. Look, I took only this sip, okay? It was only this sip. Lester drove me through the donut shop.
I have not opened my kolaches. Now, whoa, hold on.
I have not
Don't
opened.
make me count and find out there's all 12 in there.
I did not touch any of the donut holes. I actually was way more interested in coffee. So much so that while we were getting ready, I fired up an extra pot of coffee because I already know this is not enough. It's not enough. All these babies this week, all that's going on at home. It's Saturday. I've been looking forward to sitting down and truly having a cup of coffee with y'all, or two, or three.
So listen, I am too, but I'm going to ask you permission to do something. Guys, no matter how beautiful the backdrop is right here, what you don't know is that we are being bombarded by flies. They have surrounded us. They're eating.
They're on my toe.
Yeah, they're
They're
like
like crawling across the top of the computer right
and
now.
they're trying to go into my ears. They're walking across the computer, and I do not want to open my donuts or my drink and risk getting flies. So
I'll carry it in if you carry the computer.
would you guys be okay if we just walk inside?
I hate that we have to have it inside live, but
yeah, I wanted an outside live too, but these flies came from, I don't know where they came from, and they're everywhere. And we do have fly spray, but it's way out there in the stable. And I don't really want to go walk out there and get fly spray. And then I don't want to be covered in fly spray, if you don't mind. So we're just going to walk it inside. But just so you know, this is our scenery today. This is what we're looking at. We're so very blessed. Now we're getting inside where we're safe. Let's just go back inside the RV where it's going to be equally pleasant. The RV will be equally pleasant, guys. Not to worry. Watch your step there, Jamie Cakes.
no, last time we got donuts.
We have plenty of fly spray, guys. We just don't have it here handy. So we're not asking you to send anything. Sometimes I'm afraid to even say stuff that we may need or because people want to send it. You are so very kind.
I turned that light off over there. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or not.
Let everything adjust. Let everything adjust. And then we'll
including my own eyes.
So now you and I just switched sides. You okay with that side over there?
This is my better. I actually prefer this.
Okay,
side.
that means you're in charge of the comments. Hey, did you not bring my drink?
I did. I put it right behind here.
Oh.
Sorry.
There we go. All right, well, let's pop open our coffees and do a coffee clinks. Cheers to you all. Oh, did you hear that one?
I did.
Coffee clinks and cheers to everybody. Happy Saturday. And I hope you guys are off to a wonderful start. Why you got all the camera on you and nothing on me?
I didn't mean it. You did it when you did the coffee shuffle.
You had Jamie's like, have you had me cut off. I'm like, come on, man. I'm a part of this show too. I'm a part of this show. Where's my glasses?
They're there and they're here and they're here.
We don't wear the brown glasses when we're live or when people are going to see us. Those are only what I wear when I'm editing videos.
Why? What's wrong with the brown glasses?
Jamie.
What's wrong with the brown glasses?
Don't. They have cat eyes and everyone, not those, the other ones.
They do not have cat. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's the other ones. Okay. We wear black glasses. That's distinguished and sophisticated and all of those things.
I'm in a donut hole, and now I see a fly in here that I'm gonna have to kill too.
We left the door open a little bit too long, I'm afraid, and a fly followed us in. Okay, so there's a problem.
There's a problem?
Yeah, there's a problem. Last night, Jamie and I are in the tub, and for the life of me, I could not remember every one of these cows.
Hold on, that's not how it started. He goes, I bet you can't name them. So I start doing it only to realize I'm helping him. I'm helping him remember. That was his way of like teachering it up because teacher here, I'm kidding.
I was driving home late. It was late after the Kahoot game last night. And I'm sitting there trying to remember all the names of the calves and who they were born to. And my mind went completely blank. I ended up passing the road. I passed the road. I was so lost in thought that I passed my own road to get home. All of a sudden, the road conditions changed. And I'm like, wait, I just crossed counties. I drove so far, I then went to a whole nother county. And then I saw a liquor store and a beer joint that was called The Office. And I'm like, how clever is that? Hey, honey, I'm going to be late. I'm at the office. Yeah. I'm stuck at the office. And I'm thinking, maybe that'll help bring my memory back. But no, I just turned around and found my way back home using my GPS. Thank God. Thank God for GPS. But no, so I get home. Jamie's in the tub. I'm like, could I jump in there too? And I'm like, I bet you can't name all of those babies over there. And she's like, pfft. Caroline. And next thing you know, we both realize that we don't know what the heck we're doing. We don't know what the heck we're doing.
There were so many babies born this week. And then what was worse is when I started naming them off, he goes, yeah, and who's its mom?
Yeah.
And then who's its dad?
Who's the dad?
And I'm like, is this really a quiz for me or for you? And he's like, both of us, do it. This is an exercise. So that's what we did.
So listen, it could be brain fog. You know, we're tired. We got a lot going on. You got your chickens you're dealing with. I got over here. What we did though this morning, I put together something real cute just so we can all have a reference. Okay. Just for reference. Okay. We're going to watch it together. Let me pause it right over here. Okay. So we cannot forget that the first calf that was born to us this birthing season, and when I say this birthing season, this go around, is Duke of Dumfries. Now, of course, he was born to Danny, and you all know that he was sired by, he was sired by Waylon. So Waylon, Daddy, Danny, the mama, and then, of course, Duke of Dumfries. Now, you guys do know that we were unable to, we lost Duke of Dumfries. He had a difficult labor and delivery, and we did get him over to Texas A&M late the night that he was born. And after plasma transfusion or plasma transplants or whatever they do with plasma and all of the things, they were unable to, he had sepsis, pneumonia, and just gone through such trauma that we were unable to save him. And so, but no, so Duke of Dumfries was the first baby born to us, though he's not with us now. All right, moving on. Okay, next we have the Duke of Dalscone. Duke of Dalscone was born to Gracie. All right, there's a picture of the two of them right there together. And of course, Waylon was also his father. So Duke of Dalscone, you guys start keeping tallies. If you need note cards or if you like to write things down on paper, you can do all of those things. Now, I do think I'm going to be out of order here, but it doesn't really matter. We're just naming babies, babies' mamas, and baby daddies. Next up, we have, there we go, Sir Scotty. Now, Sir Scotty's mom is Jolene, our wrecking ball, and Sir Scotty's dad is Waylon, also another son of Waylon. That gives Waylon two little boys. Would have been three, but as of that are with us right now, two, okay, from two beautiful moms. Going next, and like I say, they may be out of order, but we have Darling Clementine. That would be Pearl. Pearl is her mama, and Waylon is the daddy. And that right there is my Darling Clementine. All righty? Darling Clementine, with Waylon being the daddy. So that, as of right now, the count, if we don't count Duke of Dumfries, is Waylon with two boys and one girl. Yes? Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep going. Then we got, there we go. Finally, we pop out Emperor Ed. Emperor Ed is right there in this picture. It's kind of hard to see because Tex has his big head right in the way. But Emperor Ed was born to Reba, and Tex is the father to Emperor Ed. So that makes Waylon, you got Waylon's count? You've already forgot.
I have three.
Three, with two boys and one girl, and that's Tex with one boy. All righty, moving along. There we go. We got the calf that was just named yesterday. She was a big surprise to us. That's Liberty Bell is her official name. Liberty Bell. Oh, she's going to have some really unique markings. I can't imagine what she's going to grow up to look like. Look at them ears. Mm-hmm. Her dad is Tex, and mom is Trinity. And then, of course, she was a really big surprise to us because poor poor Trinity, neither one of us ever thought she was even pregnant.
I didn't know it was a possibility, so I never looked
Now
at anyone in that pen.
She's well over 2 years old, so she's plenty old enough to have a baby, but we just did not think we ever saw her get bred.
She still barely has a bag, and she has a baby, so like she's got a great body. I'll just say that she's gonna bounce back great.
She's got a young mom's body, and young moms can sometimes have babies, and a week later you had no idea they looked the same as they did before they had the baby. This never showed much. Yeah. Did you just call them bitches? Thank God our audience is also saying them bitches.
They know.
Because
and some of y'all were lucky ducks like that. Some of y'all had
it. Jamie said it, not me. Jamie said it, not me, okay? Hold on. Why is someone saying I can't see the video? Why can you not see the video? It's playing right here in front of us. Everyone else can see it.
It's not a video. It's pictures.
Well, yeah, they're pictures, guys. We're showing pictures. But poor Alicia, she goes, I didn't have babies and I still look pregnant.
And it gets worse. And when you hit menopause, all of a sudden your body's like, hey, we want to get rid of all of this. So we're just going to make you swell right in the middle in places that you've never swollen before. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mother Nature.
Yeah. So guys, a picture show, and we call this a photo story. So this is called a photo story. And so Liberty Bell, born to Trinity, and her dad is Tex. All right, moving forward. There we go. Then we had the baby born yesterday, Captain Kirk. His mom is Patsy. He is a really good-looking little fella, and you guys don't know this yet because we recorded it on Jamie's for a Jamie video. But that little boy is up and going. It took him no time at all. He is alive and well and loving life. And yesterday, it was probably a couple of hours after he was born. And I was wondering what kept making that noise. What is this? There was plastic in my hat. Did that come out of your bra?
Why would there be plastic in a bra?
Don't women pad bras with shaper things?
Not plastic.
Well, I don't know. Anywho, so Captain Kirk was born yesterday. Another beautiful, beautiful little fella. His dad is Tex. Mom is Patsy. And then, I should have backed up to remind people of something. I'll remind you here in a few minutes. Let me keep going. Like I said, these are in no particular order. Of course, we have our sweet Caroline. What's wrong?
That's the most squirrel moment of your whole life right there.
Oh, so.
And then you just like move on like it didn't happen, straight back to business.
So we have sweet Caroline, who was born to Charlene. Now, as you know, Charlene also had a very difficult labor and delivery, whereas Jamie and I both had to jump in there and get our hands dirty and help take care of business. Her dad is Waylon. And even though I have that picture on there, what I should have is Caroline right here between you and me, because she's absolutely more our baby now than anybody else's. Yeah. Even though she lives with the cows and she runs around with them, she knows who her mom and daddy are, and it's me and Jamie. And I wouldn't trade her for anything, okay? Wouldn't trade her for anything.
We love her.
Oh, we absolutely love her. And then as of right now, if I'm correct on my totals, that means that as of right now, today, Saturday, whatever the date is, the 13th, Waylon has sired 4 of our babies, and Tex has sired threes. Now, we do know that Jezebel is out there still to have her calf, and we sure thought it would have been this week. And if she does have a successful delivery, and we're playing that she will, then Tex will also have 4. So the boys will tie up with 4 each. Now, remember, this count here does now not count past babies from previous years, because Tex would outnumber Waylon 3 or 4 times with more babies. But as of right now, with the babies we have out in the pastures, as of today,
this is the score.
The score is 4-3. Both with 2 sons, right? No. Emperor Ed.
There are 4 boys.
There's 4 boys, and so each have 2 sons. Tex also has 1 daughter, and Waylon has 2 daughters. It is hard, guys. I told Jamie what I need is a flip book. I need myself a little flip book so I can flip through there and see who's who. Because otherwise, if I don't have this to reference back to, I'm going to be in all kinds of trouble.
You are.
Because I'm getting too old to remember this stuff. Okay?
It was a lot all at once.
Yes.
That's what I'll say. It was a lot all at once. And then Dolly.
So Marilyn, Dolly, Loretta, and Santiana. There's 4 more moms out there. We do believe that they're all 4 bred, pregnant, but they would have been bred later, and they will not be giving us babies right now, but they will be a part of this year's babies, absolutely. But I don't think that we have anyone who's about to pop besides Jezebel.
Yeah.
Now we can take a drive out, Jamie and I can, together a little bit later, and have another quick peek at Loretta, Jezebel, Santiana. I know for sure not.
I don't know if Santiana is going to be this year or not.
Well, she had, hold on. She had a baby in February, so she would have been bred again by March or April. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yes, so she will have a baby again this year, 2025. And that should be her last baby.
That is her last baby.
It will be her last. I think that will give her 8 or 9 total. Now, you could get 10 easily as long as your cow keeps bouncing back. And talk about a mama who can bounce back. Santiana is the master of the bounce back. She can have a baby and look normal a week later. So we will probably not breed Santiana again, but we'll have to see how she does when she bounces back. But and then a question's asked, what about any possible gladiators? I don't think so, because Jenny Lane is our oldest gladiator, and she's only a year, 7 months. So I do not foresee her being bred. And then I will also say this, for all of the other moms out there, everybody else, they were all bred by Tex, not Waylon. So Santiana, Marilyn, Jezebel, Loretta, and Dolly they'll all be Tex babies.
At this point, I think Dolly might be having triplets. I'm not sure.
Who knows how many babies Dolly's going to have? Okay, so that's enough of my bull talk. I will let y'all go with that one right over there, okay? So I'm sorry. Thank y'all for giving me your time and allowing me to kind of talk about and help clear myself and help clear her, because neither one of us can remember these babies. I'm having to go into my phone looking at pictures.
Yeah, but I have the menopause excuse.
I'm old. You can be menopause. I'm just old and stressed. Lots of stress.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay. Do y'all mind if I eat a piece of my kolache?
I'm going to fix myself a hot cup of coffee. Did you want a hot cup, or are you going to stick with cold?
No, I'm going to be good with my cold, but if y'all don't mind, I am going to take a bite of my kolache. So this is what we call a kolache. Some of you guys call it a pig in a blanket. It's a piece, it's a beef sausage wrapped up in this bun, and there's a piece of cheese, huh?
It's Czech. Did you know that? It's a Czechoslovakian, actually, food.
I had no idea.
Oh, you have almost no creamer.
There's another new one that's in the shelf, right there below you.
I'm good.
Right there. So Miss Vanessa has taken over the role of doing all of my journaling. a lady says you should keep yourself a ranch journal.
So we do keep a log, but it's not something that Lester can carry around with him.
No, it's registration papers.
That's what I mean. Like we have a binder.
I got a big ass binder.
But it's not something that it's not like pocket worthy where he can just like he literally needs a children's book at this point in time. Like that type of
You're
pictures.
being so mean to me.
I'm not being mean. I mean, like that was the most way I could reference it to be like, here's exactly what he just made into a book. But nobody do it. Nobody do it.
No one do it.
Don't do it because there's still more to come.
Oh, there's more to come. It's always changing.
Yeah.
Now, I have a binder. It's like a trapper keeper, really, really big. And it has all of my official papers with all of the cows that are registered, all of their names, all of everything updated. And so I go through all of that. And then, like I said, the names that I mentioned to you guys right now are the names that we have all come up with or some that I've come up with. But a registered name has to be a little bit different than what we can always call somebody Libby, or we can give nicknames to, to whoever.
Like Easy E.
Easy E. You can always call a baby CJ, whatever's easier for you. But just know that.
Did you see that?
There's cats everywhere out there. Who are them cats?
I don't know, but those are not ours.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
They just ran and jumped inside the RV. Guys, we looked at the window because we caught something in the corner of our eye, and there's a bunch of cats.
But they weren't ours.
They're not our cats.
Our cats are sitting right here.
And they come running, and then I heard something jump in the RV in the basement of the RV.
That happened.
Who are those cats? They must heard that we got good snacks here.
They're like, we heard kolaches.
Why are our cats not out there kicking ass?
They're running.
Our cats are good for nothing. She out there kicking some ass and this is our food. These are our kibbles and bits.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
I'd rather have cats than I would rats and snakes.
This is true. This is very true.
Hold up your new cup.
It's beautiful.
That came recently from a sweet lady, and I made the most horrible mistake. So the box had her name written nice and bold. And I'm like, oh, here's something. And I said her name. I will not say it again because when I opened it on the very top was a letter. It says, please do not read on a live and do not say my name. And I'm like, mother, oh, mother, holy mother, God. So I done said her name. And I read it on a live.
Well, thank you for the coffee cup. It's beautiful.
I felt so embarrassed about that. And poor lady, I hope she didn't get no trouble. I hope she ain't no trouble.
So one thing I want to talk about that is a serious thing before we get into anything else. I watched Jake's video last night about Junior, about their little boy. And I would like to ask for prayers for Junior and for Lissa and Jake. And also just a call out of, we also reached out and said, how can we help? If you need to go we're happy to take care of your animals, like all those things. And little Junior has some blood work that came back that is unfavorable and is going to have some treatment on Tuesday. And we just, we want them to know we're praying for them and thinking of them and that we are here for anything that they need as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Jake knows that he and I've done a lot of stuff together. So I would absolutely trust Jake to run my place if I were out of commission for a bit. And we will absolutely be able to go over and help Jake out if they need to be out of commission for a while or just take a break.
That's exactly what I said. Even if it's your home and you just want a break, we're happy to do that. And for whatever you need, if you want us to go grab your groceries, if you make dinner, anything, happy to help. And we're actually the physically closest to their new property as well. So,
oh yeah, we're very closer, a lot closer.
Happy to help and have reached out about that. How's your kolache?
It's pretty good. I just feel embarrassed eating in front of people. I feel bad. If we were eating together, I wouldn't have a problem. If we were eating together, I would not have a problem eating with you all at all. But just the fact that I'm sitting here eating.
How many people are eating? How many of you snack while we're talking? I realize we can't see you and it's not the same, but I feel like that they don't care.
Well,
if you care, I'm sorry. It's very rare that we eat breakfast ever.
I know. I just don't want to be a slob. I don't want to look and come off as a slob.
You never eat sloppy. That's one thing I will say about Lester, all the way from the very beginning. He's not a sloppy, like, barbaric eater at all. It isn't like dainty, but it's.
Well, I don't think I slurp, and I don't think I chomp at my food, and I don't like.
No, but you also, but also, it's not like all prim and proper, like where he's scooping his peas onto his knife or anything like that. Is what I was getting at. Like, it's not prim and proper like that, but it is.
I don't take my.
It's respectful.
I have taken my soup bowl and done that, but only when it's gumbo. I will only do that to gumbo.
We've been years into it, so it's fine now. But the first year, he was. I would ask, like, do you want to go grab some hot wings? And he was like, no. And I thought that he didn't like hot wings.
I would never eat something nasty, like as far as hard to eat in front of her.
I genuinely thought that he didn't like wings.
My mama taught me that, Jamie.
Not me. I'll eat them right in front of you and lick my fingers too. Like, I guess I'm the one that doesn't have any class. Except I did have class when eating pizza with a fork and got shamed for that. And fajitas apparently with a fork too.
Talk about your chicken situation.
I have a chicken situation. Y'all know the PPAP passed this week, and I have others that are showing worse symptoms in the last 24 hours as well. And unfortunately, it has also spread to my halfway house, to my little chickens. And I was doing everything I possibly could to keep that separate. And I don't know how it got there. I wasn't using the same scoops. I wasn't wearing the same clothes. I don't know how, other than the dogs. I can't control what the dogs like walk into or get on them and then walk over towards, and like that's like I don't have the capability to fully quarantine. So now I have 2 sick flocks. The babies are not sick. They're completely in brooders. But I mean, I sanitize. I don't wear the same shoes. I don't like nothing. So we're treating. We have round 2 due today of the antibiotics. And this time I'm recruiting some help. And
well, I kind of have to learn because she's going to be gone. And so I kind of have to know what to do if I have to end up doing something.
Yeah. So I haven't lost anyone else yet, but I hear it. Like I hear it in their chest, and I see it. I see they're getting sluggish. Miss Melinda from Seabreeze Hens messaged me right before the live and called, and she's like, somebody just came here and told me your chickens are sick. What's going on? And I'm like, I'm doing everything you told me to do. And she goes, call me and I'll come over if you need me to. But there's nothing, like, at the end of the day, I have to hope that the medications can do their job, and that's all. And that's one thing she said. She goes, sometimes when you treat one thing, another thing will pop up because their immune systems are so low. So the last thing I'm treating for today is also coccidia, just to be sure, because some of them have, like, some symptoms cross over between, like, they can mimic other diseases. So that will be the newest thing that I will treat for today, but it's okay. My total hatch so far is only 6 chicks out of all of those eggs. And I realized that we had some major heat things, and that I don't like the new incubator that I have. I think that was a
the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it has so many eggs in there, though.
It does, but it I think that some of my turning might have affected some things, because some look like they made it about halfway and then didn't. So yesterday I was pulling them out and candling to see what's viable. Now there are still some chirping. There's still some chirping. So I have about 4 more eggs in there that are maybes, but we're already on day 23. So, or 22. So we'll see. I don't know. But a lot of those were shipped here. So they went in a plane and got cold, and then it was 100 degrees outside when they made it to our house. So that also doesn't help anything. So,
well, I have an apology I would like to make. I was, if that is now a good time for an apology.
No, it's a good time.
Because you and I have both experienced a little bit of some cray this week with folks on live videos who just don't really understand what they're saying, yet they're demanding that we listen and hear what they want us to do. And so yesterday I got a little bit upset that I was nervous. I was going to preface this by saying that I was nervous. First time mom, having a baby. I was here alone, and we've had some issues. We've lost a calf this year already through a difficult labor and delivery. And I'm out there on a live video trying to live stream. It's 95 degrees and the sun was just beating down. There was not a cloud in the sky. And so I'm hot and sweat's pouring off of me. And I'm trying to bring you all, for those who are watching, a live birth of a longhorn. But while I was trying to kind of like narrate what was happening and talk about what I was seeing, and to be honest, I was trying to teach. And sometimes I know you get tired of that. You get tired of the teacher in me. But I really was trying to teach, because don't forget that sometimes us farmers can actually teach each others. I told you guys recently that I learned new things from Dowscone Farm, Farmer Ben over in Scotland. And so you don't know if there may be somebody who can watch what I was doing and learn from me. So we were watching this sweet Patsy begin to have her calf. And like we do, we've learned to kind of watch the color. The first thing that we're going to watch for is the color and the positioning of that baby. But guys, so we see one of the little hooves pop out. Color looked great. I'm communicating with Jamie already before I ever went live and let her know that I think that we're having a baby today. And she was on calls, you guys. Jamie just can't get up and leave her work and say, sorry, boss, I got to go. We're having a cat. You know, it doesn't work that way in her world. She's with doctors and other hospitals, and there's things going on. So I knew I was on my own, but I did have you. And, but I also had people who don't know us. And I think that there were people who were jumping in who don't really know what we do. And the moderators were trying, God bless them. They were trying so hard. But you know that we're able to see comments maybe faster than you are. And boy, there was some doozies. There were some doozies, Jamie. There were some doozies. And I was getting myself upset by the doozies because I felt like they're going to make everybody else. Anyway, there were things that were coming out, and I got a little bit irritated. I'll just say irritated. And the mods were trying to delete those comments as fast as possible. And anyway, it all ended up working out okay. But I just want to say that I got a little bit irritated, and I called somebody an ignoramus. Okay, I called somebody an ignoramus. I never cursed. I never said the bad word. I never cursed. I just said that some of y'all are some real ignoramuses. Not all of you. And I says, for those out there who are moms and who know about having birth, the things that you're asking me to do is just dumb. Because there was a very collective voice of saying, grab that leg and pull. Guys, y'all do know about this thing called the birth canal? Like the birth canal. There's a canal. Okay. And mama on the inside and the outside has to, help me with this word choice. Mama has to dilate enough to where then if you have to help. And so there were so many people saying, take it. It's dying. It's going to die. And it's comments like that I thought is going to just really trigger YouTube. Number one, they see these comments, die. Your fault. This death is on you. And I'm thinking, whoa. Moderators are just working their tails off trying to delete these really ridiculous comments. Other folks are being very defensive, saying Lester knows what he's doing. Be patient. He knows what he's doing. Be patient. I agree. I know the word ignorant sounds mean, but it's just people who just don't know. They just don't know. And so we finally, once we got enough to where we had something to grab onto, and I was able to get up with mom. Baby was so trusting. Did you see that video at all where she allowed me to walk up to her and help her?
Yeah.
And so what I did was I went ahead and made sure that everything was positioned the right way. And it was just that that baby was pretty darn big. But there wasn't a whole lot of adjusting. I only had to pull one leg out. One was out fully extended, and the other was like semi-extended. You've seen that before? So
Do you know why that happens?
No.
So their shoulders together are some of the widest parts.
Their shoulders together.
So they actually call the dystocia birth is when it's all stuck, but shoulder dystocia, specifically in humans and human births as well, is the widest part.
Yeah.
So if it shuffles, it allows it to pass a little bit more.
Oh. So she or somehow
its
that
body in her body
it had shuffled its shoulders to where the hooves were not out at the same place where you would like them to be. And so once it was finally able to get what I needed to get done, and I was able to get everything put together, was able to get everything in position and made sure that all was fine, and the larger parts had already, and sometimes I don't want to sound vulgar, and I don't want to mess with your heads and make you grossed out, but sometimes when you have to go inside, what you have to do is literally go inside is at the cervix, and like kind of like
vaginal wall, but yeah,
the vaginal wall, and you have to literally outline. So you're in your mind, you're seeing what you see the legs, and you feel. So you're going just on what you think should be normal. And I'm feeling myself in. I feel the legs up to the shoulders, and then I felt the head. I circled around the little baby's head like this to make sure it was all lined up, not twisted and turned the way it has been in other babies. And then once I realized that that baby was in position and was just having a hard time with mom pushing it through, we went ahead and began to make the pull. But those things take time. That's something you don't just run up and grab a leg, latch on and jerk. And there were so many people who thought that I was killing that baby. But guys, and I'm not mad. I wasn't even mad yesterday. I was just frustrated with my nerves and me being.
It's a stressful situation.
Stressed.
I said it the other day about, I'm like, when we're working cows together, we don't take anything to heart. But I personally would never go live and invite anyone else into that situation. So props to you for being so vulnerable to put yourself out there like that. But it is hard for people who don't know because they're also stressed in that situation. So the same way of, if the building was burning and it wasn't going out fast enough, they would criticize, scream, all of those things because it's their own panic as well because they're scared for the circumstances.
Hey, I get mad at firemen when they get to a fire and someone's saying, there's a dog in there, and there's firemen are sitting there spraying, and I'm like, run in the building, run in there, get that dog. You know, I don't tell them that, but that's what I'm thinking.
So that's what I'm saying.
There's a method to our madness.
There's people that are in the arena are the ones handling it, and you have to, if you're in the arena, you have to drown out the commentators and just do what you know is right. And that, I think that is like I said, you're very vulnerable to put yourself out there like that, and the things that you say during that time just are out of stress, and the baby is well and mom is well. And that's what I'll say.
Yeah. One of the most, I'm not going to tell the story about the horrible story, but anyway, so that was my stressful moment and my moment where I just wanted to kind of bop a head here or there. But I think I was fairly composed, but I did say some probably I just forgot that people just don't know what they don't know. That's the best way I can put it, is that there's many people who just don't know what they don't know. And we've seen that in the world a whole lot more. And then a couple of nights ago, when you're live and you're watching chickens hatch, can you talk about so many of the people who were screaming to help them?
Oh my gosh. There are people like, reach in there and help it dry it off. It needs help. You must feed it right away. It's starving. please just get it out of there. It's going to die and you're going to let it die. It's shaking. It's doing all these things. Like people just screaming at me. I'm like, I can't save one chick and sacrifice the rest of this or like anything else. But it's way less intense than Lester's situation.
No, it's not. It's life and it's nature. So that's why don't ever compare a chicken and a cow and say how different and lesser. It's still a chick, but the process.
Just more around the circumstances of like people who just don't know and their gut reaction is to intervene and to do it instantly without like knowing the process and the whole thing. So, it's hard and all we can do is respond. Now, fortunately, I already knew that baby was going to be okay. And if it wasn't, that's the way that it had to be. That's the other part is that in that circumstance in particular, that the only thing I can do is either watch or not watch. That was it. And I could bring people along with me or not bring people along with me. And it's just, it's people's panic. And it's not like watching Netflix where there's no place for you to voice your opinion. Netflix, you just yell at the TV, and YouTube, you get to say it. And, we just get to learn together and hopefully be able to articulate and then hopefully be able to have these debriefing moments. In healthcare, in stressful situations, they drill and practice for all the things, but you can never prepare for every single thing, no matter what, especially with different people, different teams. But after the event, there's an intentional debrief to sit back with that team and talk about what went right and what went wrong.
That's smart.
In all events, and especially in the highest stress events. And I feel like you and I do that in real life naturally. Like after something, we want to talk about it. We want to get back together and talk about everything that happened. Sometimes we're in tears, but can laugh about a moment, all of those things. So it's natural to do that. And I hope that people come back to us for the debrief to talk like that. And that's something that we can practice doing as well with people on here to say like, let's talk about what went right. Let's talk about what went wrong.
Well, in saying so tell everybody why you did not open up that incubator and take out that one chick and take all the shell off. Why did you not do that? This is interesting because some folks may not know why you did not just open it.
So the humidity levels and temperature levels in that incubator matter for the whole batch of hatching eggs. And if you open it up to help that one chick, then you've
lost all your humidity and your temperature.
And you've very likely lost any other eggs that have pipped or have put a hole in it, and it shrink wraps them and kills them. It suffocates them because that humidity,
it's like pressure, guys.
Yes, exactly. All of that matters so much. And that little chick, all little chicks, when they come out, they have to be strong enough to do that on their own because that's like, it's survival of the fittest, and it's nature, and it seems brutal because it is. But chicks are not born typically to a mother that helps them. When other chicks are born under a mom, she just keeps scooting underneath her and like shuffling, and they still do it underneath her. So in the incubating world, there's no mom to feed them. They don't need that. There's no, they don't need to nurse or anything like that. It is incredible.
They're on their own, and
about
they have
their
to
survival
be,
rate. So
Miss Janice brings up a good point. She goes, it might be a good idea to remind people during like these births and hatchings of your timeline of when you would help.
Yeah.
So I will say that. Thank you, Miss Janice. For a birth, I've said this multiple times. We will jump in when we start seeing the signs of distress. And I've also said that. Now, I've never, you women are a lot tougher than we are, and you know that. I don't know how it feels to give birth, but I can promise you, everyone knows it cannot be comfortable. So when we see a cow or a horse or a chicken or any animal uncomfortable, we don't jump in because it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to see a little bit of moving and, the typical signs and sounds of discomfort. That's going to be there. But you can absolutely tell the sound of distress, and a distressed goat or a distressed cow sounds very, very different than what does an animal who's just uncomfortable. An example might be the really wonderful video of Jolene when she lost her baby. And you saw Jolene's, you could hear her bellows were not a typical cow just out in the pasture bellowing for whatever. Her bellows were more like screams of help, help. And it's the same way when a cow's having a birth and the sounds that you hear. And so yesterday on my video, I removed the sounds. I didn't want you to hear what I was listening to. So I removed the sounds and I just played music, but I allowed you to see the facial expressions and the opened mouth and the difficulties that she began to have at some point. And so once they begin to show the signs of distress, at that point you intervene. Now with eggs, I don't think there's anything that you can do to intervene without having, like they said, a little claws or I have been chosen. There's nothing you can do, I don't think.
You can't. But I've not had a chick come out of the egg and pass.
Okay.
That has not happened.
I would, yeah, because I would guess if most of them were not well enough, they would never be viable. They never hatch or grow inside that egg anyway.
It happens. I know it happens, but I have not had it happen to me. Now I've only hatched twice, so you know I'm sure that those things are to come. But it's also a learning experience, and it's so powerful to watch. It's powerful to watch these little beings overcome and do it on their own. It's incredible actually, and it's intriguing to watch, and I also know it's not for everyone. It's not as exciting as a big, beautiful longhorn birth and all of those things. But
baby, stop saying that. It's beautiful to those who love that beauty.
But either way, it's an experience, and I look forward to many more hatchings. I will say that. What you looking for?
Well, someone says, Lester, you didn't show the birth. You stopped at 55 minutes and didn't show the rest. Oh, no, my phone overheated at 55 minutes. So what I did, can you see that? So what I did was I came back and I got my truck where I had air conditioner. I switched everything over. What are you laughing about? So I did. So on the other channel, on Longhorn Lester's, I actually did show the birth and everything. So I was live streaming from, I was sitting on the side-by-side, but I had got out in the sun and my phone got too hot and just, you know how phones these days, if they get hot, they'll just shut down on you. Yep. And so I did. I lost my live stream at 55 minutes in. Sorry. So what I did was I ran up right quick, got my truck, switched over all of my medical gear and supplies, drove back down, and I was able to sit in my truck and video. And then whenever I had to get out and actually help, I had all my supplies there with me. I just left my truck running and I put the camera recording from my truck. Nice. From a distance. You can actually see my open door, which is kind of embarrassing, but it kept my phone cool and that allowed me to bring a video to a lot of folks. But what I did was I tried to make it a teaching video. And so instead of the sounds of the truck running and the sounds of the cow bellowing and all of the things, I just put some soft music and I put captions of what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. And then I did all of those things. And what I thought was a really beautiful moment, scary, but a very beautiful moment. And then, by the way, we need more lubrication because that was the key yesterday. Listen, I'm going to just say this, and I don't mean to be vulgar, guys. It's farm life, and sometimes farm life can appear to be a little bit vulgar and crude for those who are not familiar with it. But after I got all of our calf pullers and stuff attached, everything was set up. I put some tension to hold the tension, because if you don't, I don't know how this happens, the contractions, but sometimes mom can push about half of that baby out and for some reason pull it right back in. I don't know how that happens, y'all. I don't know how in the world that happens, but it's happened more than you think it would. And so half that baby comes out and then all of a sudden it goes all the way back. I'm like, no. So after I got the pullers, it's like sucked back. It's like sucked back in. It is. I'm not making that up. No, it's real. And I did not know exactly at what point that baby needed to breathe on its own. Because I still to this day don't know exactly what point baby needs oxygen. I will need a doctor to actually explain that part to me, because there's going to be 100 different explanations on here, and then I'll get 1,000 copy and paste from Google's. But what I know is that at some point that baby does need actual oxygen to replace what mom's been doing this whole time. And so once I saw the head come out and the mouth open, tongue, I thought, okay, at this point that baby's head needs to stay out, I thought. And so I could not allow that baby to be sucked back in again. Well, come on, Jamie. And so what I did was I went ahead and attached my pullers, and I put some tension to where the baby could not be pulled or sucked back in. And then
it went very smooth. As soon as you got the shoulders out, like you can see when the shoulders got past her pelvic bone, and then it just flops out.
Well, do you know why it just flopped out? You didn't see this part. I literally took that bottle, that squirt bottle.
I saw it, and you went inside.
And I moved my glove hand, made some space, and I just followed my glove around the entire, whatever you call that thing. I circled the entire thing, and with that lube, out.
I saw it.
Out he came, and it was just that easy.
He's beautiful, and he looks a whole lot like his mama.
J-Lube for the win. What is J-Lube? J-Lube for the win, somebody said. Was that Robert? Robert has the funniest comments on here. Maybe not. Anyway, we need more lube, by the way. I think I went through almost the entire bottle yesterday.
I'm so terrified of that being a clip that lives forever when you look at me and go, we need more lube, by the way.
Oh,
and that being the only thing that someone captivates and lives on the internet. Unless
we need more lube, by the way. I put my hand in there and rubbed it around, and I squirted that lube, and boy, from then on, it was... Robert, don't.
He's gonna live on the internet forever.
Robert just clipped it. God darn it, Robert.
One day, my granddaughter's gonna be like, "Grandma, what's lube?" Like, oh.
Yeah. So
not our finest moment.
But no, we got a healthy baby, and I feel like we did everything the right way on the right timeline. We let Mother Nature do all it can, and then we'll jump in and help out if we need to. And I felt like yesterday we may not have needed to, but you know what? If she began to make those sounds of distress, I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do our part, because we can assist her along. It was
good. To me, again, I work in the OBGYN world, so I hear about this, see this all day long. It was similar to what they call a vacuum birth, which is usually just a...
That's what you had, right? When you were...
I had a vacuum birth. It is literally like an adjustment.
Want more coffee?
Sure, but no more cream.
I'm gonna go ahead and pour me a cup up some hot coffee.
So to me it was just like it was nowhere near as hard as Charlene's or as Danny's. Like it was literally like a reposition, and it went smooth. I wasn't here for it. I saw the video, and I think you did amazing. And I hope it's our last situation like that ever, but specifically this year. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
I just washed those.
I was just making sure. Was that cream gone?
It was.
Okay.
All I know is that there's no need to lasso a chicken or to put up tension or anything else. So like my birthing experience, while still stressful, is way less intense than any of the things that have happened here. That's for sure. Are you okay?
Well, maybe that was my last creamer.
I didn't see any other creamer. Do you want my coffee? You can have it.
No. Hey, why is this hat in here?
I don't know. I didn't put it in there.
I've been hunting for that.
I'm telling you, yay, I didn't put it in there.
Okay. Well, I thought I had one more creamer. Look, a tripod. A good one. Keep talking, Jamie.
I cleaned the RV this morning, and I cleaned out cabinets. I did not clean out that cabinet other than some of the things in there that I was like, what is this? This is trash. Why are we stashing 5,000 Walmart bags? No one can know. And
my creamer.
Anyway, Apparently, I made it so he could see a thing or two because tripod and his favorite hat. I wondered why they were in the cabinet. Just rolled forward like, okay. I did find some packages that look like they didn't just get here. They were underneath some of his clothes.
Yeah, I
put away all of the clothes.
I'm in trouble for that.
So here's the thing. So,
hold on. Hey, where's that bra? This is hilarious. Please go get it. Is the tag still on there?
Yeah.
Please go get it. This is hilarious.
It's not that funny.
No, it's hilarious. It's funny. Okay.
It's not that funny.
So listen. This is hilarious. She doesn't think so, but you guys have to get the humor in this.
It's not that funny.
Jamie, it is.
Let me hold it up. Let me hold it up. This ain't mine. And it was here today amongst Lester's clean clothes.
Now look.
It ain't mine. I wear things with wire.
Look.
It ain't mine.
All right. So first of all, this was in the closet. This was in the closet. A bra that still has a tag on it, which means, because what you if this tag was not on there and you found this like under the bed or inside under the pillow, then I can absolutely say, damn, that looks very suspect. That is very suspect. And there ain't no way, there's no man going to ever defend a bra being under the pillow or under the bed. But Jamie put clothes away and found this in the closet that we don't use. We don't use that. Why are you making that face? Do we use that closet? No, we don't. And it has a tag on it, which means it's never been used. And it's in a closet. Now,
I ain't making fun of anybody, but it ain't my size, first of all. And I recognize that people do things for comfort, but this is like thin. Like, I don't understand the need for a bra like this. Like, it's not, especially in this size, that it ain't gonna hold much up. Okay, so it's.
What do you mean? That's made for small boobs?
No, it's made for normal. It's this right size, but it's not supportive. Is all I'm getting at, and so it's also not covering.
Is that a sports bra?
No.
Okay, I don't know bras. I don't know bras. But before you would get mad at your partner, before you get mad, you're like, hold on a minute. This is the same RV that people have stayed in. People have stayed here.
Oh, have they?
Yes, they have. Justin's wife has stayed here for several days, and they're traveling. Who's to say she didn't swing by and grab a bra at the Piggly Wiggly or wherever, and whoops, it's still here. Uriel's wife has stayed here a few times whenever we've paid them to come by and take care of the property. Randall and his guys have stayed here.
They brought bras.
No, hold on. No, they have not brought bras. But what if they had their girlfriends come by or somebody? People have stayed here, but you ain't not going to sit here and be mad at me all weekend because there's a bra in a closet that neither one of us ever use, and it has a tag on it.
Well, here's something interesting.
If you found this,
I pulled the broom out, and out came the bra.
So it was swept into the closet. Even
not
more,
by me.
Even
I ain't sweeping no bras in.
Even more of a reason not to be so mean to me. Okay. Hey. Anyway, that's just part of our day. That's just part of our day. No, there was no underwear. It's just a bra with a price tag on it, which means no one's ever worn it. All right. Brienne's never been here.
The mystery of the jail. It's not Brienne's size.
It's not Brienne's size. How do you know like what size or sizes? Like
It says so on the tag.
I know, but like, how do you know like what size
That's the size.
38? 388?
No, 38B.
So 38B. If anybody wants a 38B bra, raise your hand. Who wants a 38B bra?
Because he would like this evidence to get out of here as fast as possible.
No, I'm going to have her take it with her to Alabama next week, and she can just any of y'all that want this bra, because hey, Jamie,
there's your prank, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, could I get?
I would not do that to any of the women.
Could I get that
social media?
Could I get that bra from you? So someone says that's too small for me. So that small tits?
You can't say that.
Teats?
You can't say that either.
Boobs? Is that small?
No.
Are those big?
Would
Would it be a cahooter? It belong to a cahooter?
It's not my size. I'll say that.
Bigger or smaller than your size?
The
boobs that fit in there, is it
cup
bigger?
Size is wrong. But
never mind.
I'm a little bit, my cup size is bigger.
Okay.
It's a normal size.
Okay, normal size. So then I'm going to just say Uriel's wife.
No, she's tiny. She does not wear a 38. She's probably a 34.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and go through every woman who's been in this RV and talk about their boobs.
Hey, it's just the JO Motel mystery of the day.
If the cahooter fits, then wear it, y'all. If the cahooter fits, wear it. Look at my coffee mug. How could I be guilty? How could I be guilty of having a bra? Coffee gets me started. Jesus keeps me going, Jamie. Let's just trade cups. You might need Jesus more than I do this morning. You might need some Jesus more than me this morning, all I'm saying. Robert will take the bra. Robert, it's all yours. Robert sent $10. Oh, no, he says give Jeff his bra back.
Poor Mary. Poor Mary. That's all I'm going to say. It was Jeff's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Jersey Jeff.
Yes, sir, Jersey Jeff. Happy birthday, Robert. It's all yours if you send me your address. I promise I'll send it to you.
It was just an interesting morning. That's all I'll say. It was an interesting morning.
I do not dress up, guys. I do not dress up. I promise you that. Now, let me ask you this question, though. Could it have been a bra that we would have bought for the mannequins?
I wouldn't have bought a bra. No.
Would it be the mannequin size bra?
No. She's like a 32. She's like a 32C.
I don't know, guys. I don't speak that language. Anywho's, we've been on for over an hour.
Oh
you do realize that.
No, I didn't.
So what have you guys got planned for the day?
Yeah, what are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? Everyone tell us what you're doing for today. If it's Saturday our time, Saturday morning here, what are you guys doing? Because she wants to go do some antique shopping. That means I'll be driving her around. I want to go buy a saddle for Rita. So I can do mine, maybe, and she can do hers.
That's what we're kind of thinking.
And we do it together.
Maybe we'll go find, like around here, sometimes you can go to a flea market or a tack store and you can kind of combine some things. Here's one, we have chicken stuff to do this afternoon. When the sun cools off a little bit. We're not going to do that in the heat of the day, not for them or for us. And we got to be back here to feed Caroline around 1 or 2.
2. Yeah, if I do it at 2, I can do it at 9 and be perfect.
And then I told Lester, I was like, it's been a pretty couple intense weeks, and I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of just like something mindless for an hour or so today. So that's kind of what I think. No, you did not. What?
Jamie.
What?
Look.
What?
You're never going to believe this comment. Pebla Wallace. Could the entire internet right now, we have 6,000 people watching on both the channels total. Could everyone tell Miss Pebla who is going to ride Rita? Miss Pebla Wallace, we love you, but watch the comments. Just start watching these comments. Look at the comments, Miss Sweet Lady. Look at the comments. You must have missed the video. People have no idea. Only my people do. If you're saying Lester, then you got it right. Guys, I took the longest 30-minute ride yesterday, and I recorded about 15 minutes of that ride, either from my phone or from the cameras here around the RV. And Jamie about cried watching Rita give me a ride. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. Rita really did love having a job to do. Boy, she felt so special. She felt so special to get out of the pasture. Roman and what's that little
Gemma?
hippie's name? Gemma. I'm playing. Roman and Gemma sitting there watching her like she's special, and Rita's just prancing around, taking me for a ride. You know what it took? I hate to say it. It took a little bit of a swat. It took me having to give her a little bit of a swat.
It was a tap.
It was a tap. It was not a spanking.
It wasn't anything like that. It was a come on, let's go.
And she's like, hey,
some
what
assertiveness.
What do you think you're doing? You don't swat me. And I'm like, come on, Rita, swat. And once she realized that I was going to give her a little pow pow on her hiney, and I don't mean, guys, if you think that I'm like one of them, no, we don't do that. We do not do that. What's wrong?
That was intense what you just did there.
Did you like that?
I don't know.
Don't get me started, because I can pull that out of my sleeve at some point. You don't want to see that ever again?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I gave her a touch on her behind with I have a little antenna extending stick, and I reach it out just to be an extension of my hand, and I gave her a little swat, and off we go. And when she stopped, I swat, try to give the right voice command, and off we go. And I ended up having the most wonderful ride on Rita. And so to commemorate and to honor that, the saddle that she has is a very lightweight, old saddle, y'all. It's one of the Uncle Raleigh saddles. Yeah. It is old. It's dry rotted. And I says, Jamie, I do think that yesterday is a turning point with Rita. And we're going to get her a very nice saddle, one that's made for her size.
Yeah, we measured her the way that the saddle stores taught us how to do, so we have the right
dimensions.
Thank you for the word. And
we're going to go try to find her an affordable saddle. Yeah. I don't want to. Listen to me. I know saddles can get up there in price. What did you have to pay for that Longhorn Lester saddle? That thing had to be a mint. So we're not doing that. That's an
heirloom, though, and that's an heirloom, and all of those things.
Yeah, and so one day Rita will fit my Longhorn Lester saddle, and I'll be good. Right now, that saddle was made and built for Voodoo.
Yeah,
and he's quite a bit bigger than what Rita is, so
that one still fits Prim.
It will fit Prim.
Yeah,
but here's the thing: Rita is truly the only horse that. I know you're going to be so mad at me. Just put your arm around me. Put your arm around me. Just hug me and hold me for a minute. Let everybody see that you're hugging me and not choking me. Rita, I'm so sorry. I know that you're the horse person around here, but Rita really does love me.
I know she loves you.
Well, that means that she kind of belongs to me. You have to allow her to belong to me. And then Roman, don't you pull away. Roman really loves Rita, and Rita loves me.
Why can't they just be ours?
I just kind of want to.
Why do you have to?
I just want Roman to love me.
I think Roman loves me.
And so I'm just gonna. I love the fact that Rita gave me a ride. I've always wanted to have me just a horse I can go out there and get onto and give me a ride. And listen, you guys don't know this yet, but Rita will chase some cows. Now, it is not my intent to ever rodeo Rita. I'm not going to rodeo and chase my cows around. But if I ever have to move a cow or whatever, Rita does not mind getting up in no cow beeswax. She will get up in the cow beeswax in a heartbeat.
Rita loves it.
She loves life, and she loves letting them little cows know that she's higher than they are. And I'm thinking, what a wonderful horse to slowly groom into being my special horse. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing you might want to be aware of. In that video yesterday, I bet you I read 100 comments of, wait, why does Rita have an udder? Why is Rita developing a bag? Now, we have never publicly, privately, or to anybody else said that Rita is preggo. We've never said that. And if you've read that somewhere, that is a lie. Do we sometimes wonder if, because of different exposure that she's had? But we've never said that. And so Jamie will have to look.
Yeah, I'll have to look, and then we can always have her ultrasound or do a blood test. But the blood test is only valid if you know like time frames, and you can only do it at certain time frames. But at the end of the day, if she is, she is, and if she isn't, thank God.
No, we don't want babies. We do not want a baby.
No.
But
I'm sorry, she's probably just fat.
No, she might be fat. All my girls are fat, y'all. Just learn that all my girls are fat, okay? I love to feed my girls. What's wrong? No, you know what I mean. Like my girl, you know, like my dogs, my cows, my goats, my pigs. I fatten them. But I'll tell you one thing, and I'll say, and I know I'm just rambling on, but don't you get the power of the muffin? Do you not see now with some of the cows who've allowed us to do what we've had to do, the power of the muffin?
Yeah.
And how the power of the muffin has helped establish a lot of trust. It's gotten them familiar with seeing me every single day, sometimes twice a day, drive up right to their face and stick out that muffin as a sign of goodwill. And when you have to do something that's sometimes hard to do, some of these cows give you complete trust. Like, go ahead, do what you have to get done.
I would agree.
And so I will not cut them off the muffins. I will not. I am the muffin man, okay? Muffins have power. Somebody wants to put that on a t-shirt. Oh, Lord. Well, we're going to get on out of here, guys. Thank you so very much. Could you do me a favor and like say something? Because I do not want to have those Jamie ladies saying that Lester only talks and never shuts up, and poor Jamie don't get a chance to say nothing.
I said all I wanted to say today. I'm enjoying coffee and just a change of scenery, and no crazy drama right now. Like it's a Saturday without Zoom calls, and we're going to go do a little something to take our minds off of all the things going on, and it's just a good day. It's a good day, and I hope that you find something that brings you joy today too, whether it's stepping outside or relaxing all day. Just take a few moments for you. I'm going to say it, off of social media.
Yeah.
Take a few moments and experience something real and tangible and embrace that today. That's my challenge to you. I think we could all use that.
Oh, and by the way, Rita don't speak Spanish. Sorry to break this news to you, but Rita has never spoken a word in her life. So sorry to break that news to you. She don't speak Spanish.
Somebody's in Cozumel.
Lord.
One-upper. Just a one-upper.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
That's good.
We hope you all stay well and stay safe today, and that you do something that brings you joy, puts a smile on your face, let that sun hit you just a little bit. And I'm sure that you will see us at some point in time today in one way or another. And if not, we'll catch you tomorrow. I promise.
We're going to probably catch them today.
I said, I'm sure you're going to catch us today.
Yeah, I just can't hardly take a day off of work, Jamie. I can't take a day off. I don't know how to take a day off. Thank y'all for watching. Chef kisses. Mwah! Give them a chef kiss.
A chef kiss is like.
Yeah, we'll do it, but you got to make some expression. Put some expression into it, Jamie.
I did. It's like.
Yeah, but chefs go, mwah, just mwah.
How about this?
He's got pedigree, pride, and that Texas glare, with a stare that'll stop you cold right there. Don't mess with Tex, you best respect. He's king of the land, and he don't forget. He don't want trouble, just wants his space. Give him that, it won't end in a chase. He's the legend, the pride of the West. Don't mess with Tex. He don't need touching to know you're near. Nothing wrong with a healthy fear. He ain't mean, but he ain't no pet. He'll give respect if you give what you get. Don't mess with Tex, just tip your hat. He knows where you stand, and he's fine with that. He's done his job, and he's earned his rest. Still the boss, still the best. He's the thunder that rolls with every step. Don't mess with Tex. He ain't slowing down, just taking it in, watching his family chase the wind. But he'll always be the name they say when they talk about bulls of the Texas way. Don't mess with Tex, the Longhorn King. He gave it all, I didn't miss a thing. With his lady by his side, he'll roam his days out Texas style. So raise a glass, never forget. Don't mess with Tex.